YouTubers, this is part 2 of the Gundam Extreme Versus gameplay. So, today we are going to show you the melee-based suits of Damora and Saisaishi as the examples. They are melee combat, so they are perfect in short-range situations. Saisaishi himself has, like, very rarely any long-range attacks and all that. Damora and Master Asia have more long-range based attacks and can attack in all ranges, but they're definitely more suited to short range. So we're going to have a short little fight here. We're going to set it to around 6,000 or so. Well, I've also been meaning to explain this and haven't. So, to change what person you're changing, you press the L1 and R1 buttons if you haven't figured that out on your own to change which character or which slot you're changing. Using the D-pad up and down to change the selections. The top thing is changing your teams. You have random, Team A, and Team B. If you go too far, you can take that person out of it and change it that way. Changing the second one will change your computer to player, and you can change to whichever one. Pressing circle on another controller, that is a second person, would allow you to play as that. The third one changes the level of the computer, if it's a computer. Obviously, the fourth one is your character selection. The fifth one is how much your suit costs. That's all it changes, I'm pretty sure. The bottom one, I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm thinking that's how much thrusting boost gauge is used up, but I don't know. But now we're going into the video, and we will show you melee combat today. So as you can also see, there are many different levels. Today we are going to show you the Gundam Fighting G. Settings for me will be on default. As you can see, there's 6,000 as default, so if you're using a 3,000 suit, you destroy twice and you're taken out. So I'm using Damora, which is a 2,500 suit. You take him out around twice, you know, you're down to it. And say Damora is taken out twice, I'm taken out twice since I'm playing as him, and I lose, you know, you add 2,500 up twice, you know, that's 5,000. So you'd have 1,000 left if your partners never died. And in that case, what happens is you'd be spawned a third time with half of your armor gauge already taken away because you don't have enough of your team gauge left. You can change the team gauge in the settings, but you see they're all different type suits. 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 1,000. So if you're a beginning player and you don't know what to do, I would suggest going with a 2,000 and testing things out, so that way you're not totally screwed over. And, you know, leave the 3,000s until you know the basics down. Then you can start, you know, venturing out and testing out everything. Or you can, you know, go into like the training simulation type thing and make every computer stop and just test out their abilities real quick. See what you like to do. So I may or may not talk through this. I apologize because this is actually me playing. So I'm actually going to be playing the game, you know, instead of just showing you what's going on. Okay, yeah, so it'd be awesome if my partner would help me in any way. interesting. I've never seen both of those moves collide at the same time. I was thinking we would just get stuck there, but I guess I won in the deadlock. I'm not sure, exactly how that happened. As you can see, I'm not usually the best fighter with Damon Kashu. I apologize. I'm not much of a Damon Kashu fighter. It's definitely not my strong suit. So now we're going to show you a long-range fighters, such as Lyle Delandi with his Charidum, which is all long-range fighting. He has no melee combat really at all. He does have a few moves, but they're select. So, let's see. Who do we want his melee? So, just to make it interesting, we'll just make it Lyle Delandi again. Because there are a very select few of long-range fighters that are only long-range based. Trevor Balton and the Gundam Heavy Arms Endless Waltz version is one of them, and Lyle Delandi in the Charidum is the other, or Lock-on Stratus for the pilot name, because they're two different people, all the same. So, we're just going to go to the, I believe this map is taken out from the Wing Zero Endless Waltz version. I'm not entirely sure, because, the maps are based off the animes. They're not taken straight from them. Sometimes they are. So, there we go. Let's start. This is the long-range fighters. They are all long-range attacks. They have very few. So his change is that he uses his pistols. When you press triangle, he'll use his pistols. If you hold triangle, and he's a sniping guy. He's sniping based, so his main weapon is a sniper. He has missiles. Hold triangle and he'll activate a pistol combination attack. Pressing X when you're in mid-air will allow you to self-recover in mid-air. He also has slight funnels. He also has shield. He also has shields, so he can help shield you on an opponent. Pressing the R2 button down will allow you to do that. I like Charidum. I definitely like using him better than most. See? And when the cost becomes over... Okay, not what I wanted to do. Thank you, crappy controller. Whatever. So as you can see, Charidum? I'm pretty sure it's Charidum, is all long-range combat. He does not have any melee attacks really at all. He has one where he'll defend using his pistols by pressing triangle and the D-pad back at the same time. And we have enough time on the video, but we're not going to. So there'll be a part 3 showing you one suit that is all range.